Then we come to two letters, two consonants, C and J. Okay, C and J. These are two particular letters because the sound can be according to the vowels. It can be different. So you have also to remember them. So say is whenever it is followed by a, o, or u, they are pronounced k. Okay. Okay. Uh, so whenever it is followed by a, o, u, it is pronounced as k. But when it is followed by a or e, then it is pronounced as s. Okay, so it is very simple. If you just remember, there are only five vowels, and when it is followed by these three vowels, it will be pronounced as ka, and when a or e, it is pronounced as s. There is also a variation of s. It is just to pronounce se a as sa. Okay. So there is a sign here, which is called, this sign is called in French cédille, cédille. Okay. So I will just show you, making it a bit bigger. You see, I don't know if you can see it. So this sign just below the letter C. Okay. So this is called cédille. So whenever C is written with cédille, it is always pronounced as sir and not k. Okay, as we have seen just before. Okay, so se, sedi, a is pronounced as sa and not ka, as we have just seen. Okay, so some examples: kah. Okay, I will also write it: kah, sa. Okay, sa, balcon, balcon, to remember how it is pronounced. Okay, so car, which means because, car. Okay, sa, which means that, balcon, which is a word for balcony in French, balcon, balcony. Leçon, it is not pronounced, you see, it is not pronounced le con, but leçon, because there is a cédille below c. So leçon, which means lesson. Recuit, which means recooked. Recooked. Okay, recuit, as we have just learned, it is pronounced as recuit. Recuit. T is silent. Okay. So the second letter is J. So here the same problem. The same three vowels, A, O, U, when it remains G. Okay. G. Let's see. Okay. So it is pronounced as ga, J-A, ga, J-O, go, J-U, gu. Okay. And when it is followed by a or e, it is pronounced as je. Okay. Je, J. So the same vowels. So J becomes je and G, and J becomes G when it is followed by A, O, U. And also whenever in French there is a word when we want it to be pronounced as G, we add U. before e, okay, because j, you see, je is g, or je is sorry, je is g and je is je, but when it is when we add a letter u, it is g, okay. So je u is g. So there is an example, for example, dialogue, okay. So in dialogue, you will not pronounce u. It is just to say that j is pronounced as g and not j, okay. So this is pronounced dialogue, okay. And same applies for it, jue, here it is gi and not g. So it is just to say that g is pronounced j is pronounced as g and jue, so gi and not j and g, okay. So we add a letter u between these two letters. So some examples: garage, ga. So it is a good example also, because in the same word you can see both of the sounds, ga, je, okay, ga, je. So je is je, ga, je is ga, je, okay. So it means garage as in English, okay. Garçon, 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 which means boy. Gap. So you see here, this is an example where u is not pronounced, but just to say that j and is g and not j, so gap, okay. Then another example is jue, gi, guillotine. So as I told you that e dozel is e, but e dozel o is pronounced as eo, okay, guillo. So e dozel is not pronounced at il, but e, guillotine, okay, guillotine. Then the next word is original, which means original. The same word as we find in English also, original, okay. So like in English, we don't have to make silent in some of the vowels like original, but we have to pronounce every vowel like original, original, okay.